Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Eat, Pray, Love on Voice of the Cape 91.3 FM. I'm Tasleema Allie with you all the way until 6 p.m. on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. And I am so super excited. I have been counting down the weeks for this absolutely awesome interview with Sister Ayisha Abdul Basith all the way in the UAE. Well, I opened today's show with Tisbih. And I know that it is one of the favorites right here on Voice of the Cape 91.3 FM. And we are delighted to be chatting to her today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sister Aisha.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sisters. That's Tasleema. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. And how are you doing?
I'm doing well, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. All the way in the UAE. How is the UAE at the moment?
Like the weather-wise or
In every way possible. So by us at the moment, we're moving from summer into autumn, but we're still having very hot days. And in terms of COVID-19, Alhamdulillah, we're on level 1. That's allowing us a little bit more freedom as long as we are still wearing our masks and sanitizing and social distancing. So how is it on your side?
well, the weather. I think it was winter the past 2 months, and now we are gradually moving to summer. So like
Alhamdulillah.
climate, the weather is spring. I guess I'm not sure actually. So and according to the in terms of COVID, alhamdulillah, the cases are not that not that bad actually, because
Mhm.
like the past 2 months it was actually really worse
Yeah,
as compared to December.
yeah. Same here as well. But are you back at school?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to school for writing tests. So like for classes and stuff, we are using online class.
Okay, so very similar to what's been happening, yeah, and it's been really tough for our students this side. Has it been quite a move for all of you to get used to having to now attend class online, Aisha?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually a really tough thing because we're not able to socialize with our friends, and we
Yeah.
are sitting in front of our PC and looking at the classes. It's like as if we're watching the classes from YouTube, directly from YouTube. Like we are not able to socialize with our friends, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's
I do hope that it will settle down quite soon and so that we can get a little bit more of a normal back, especially for those that are school and missing their friends. I know my nephew's back at school, so they're getting to be back with their friends at this moment in time, but still obviously wearing masks and needing to be safe. But now, Aisha, just going back to you, mashallah. Now, I know that the first time I saw one of your videos was the one tasbih that I had played, which was set in some desert. I'm not sure if it is in the UAE, but it is really, really beautiful. But I think we want to take a step back from that and go to how it all started.
tasbih.
I was saying, like, how did you start your interest in Nasheed and starting recitation?
Okay. So like as a small kid, my mom, she's a really good singer.
MashaAllah.
Okay, so while here listening to her singing, I used like move according to the tempo of the song she sing, and then I used to hum along with her, and then when I was like 6 years old, my dad he's I mean my dad, he has this huge love for music. He's a huge music fan. He loves A.R. Rahman. You must be knowing him.
Yes, yes, we know him quite well. Yes, mashallah.
Sam Yusuf.
Yes, we
Yeah,
know
so
some
like
answer.
Yeah, he loves music and he really appreciates music. So like when he heard me hum along with my mom, he was really proud actually. So my mom and my dad, they sent me to this this music vocal coaching Hindustani, to learn Hindustani music. And then after learning all those for like around 4 years maybe, we started experimenting by posting songs on social media. So like it was all an experiment kind of thing, and we never actually expected people to like what we are doing, and it was actually a huge surprise.
Uh-huh.
So we started with a song that I sang with my mom, which is Lepiati on Facebook. And then when we posted Lepiati on Facebook, we got a lot of support from people, mostly from my dad's relatives and my mom's relatives. So like it was,
Mashallah.
yeah, it actually made us, it kept us going. And we posted our first nasheed, which is Asubuhu, and I was only 8 at the moment. And yeah, that's how it all kind of started.
Oh wow, that's absolutely amazing. So you come from a vocal family, a family of vocal artists, you could say. And I actually saw that in some of your videos, your dad has actually joined you. But in terms of now, I see a lot of your solo videos, Aisha, and then one or two with a friend of yours that you've engaged also in reciting with, but also a strong growth from being 8 years old to now being 16, having doubled in growth in the industry as well. And you don't only do Arabic nasheed and qasaid, you also are you multilingual? In fact, you want to tell us a bit about the amount of languages you're reciting?
Yeah, because well, I love trying new languages. I just love singing in new languages as a small kid. So like I started with from singing in Urdu. I don't know any words in Urdu actually. I My mother tongue is actually Malayalam. So like Urdu is something really unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
So I really like, singing in new languages, and I honestly feel like Urdu is more comfortable for me, and
Okay.
I don't know how that happened. And till now, my parents are really confused. And while singing Malayalam, I still make mistakes. So yeah, it's a huge.
It's a process. So let's give everybody a bit of a listen to one of your Urdu tracks, Sister Aisha. Okay, so while Sister Aisha is preparing, we are speaking to Sister Ayisha Abdul Basith all the way in the UAE. Please go onto YouTube. She has like 1.67 million followers. And today we are celebrating her awesome growth in the industry. So you're preparing us now, Aisha.
Yeah, Hasbi Rabbi Otta. So I'll be performing Hasbi Rabbi Jalala.
We love that. We absolutely love that.
Jazakallah khair. حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا الله حسبي ربي جل الله ما في قلبي غير الله نور محمد صلى الله لا إله إلا اللہ وہ جو بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے وہ جو بلال حبشی ہے سروردی کا پیارا ہے دنیا کے ہر عاشق کی आंखों का वो तारा है, वो जो बिलाले हबशी है, सरवरदी का प्यारा है, दुनिया के हर आशिक की आंखों का वो तारा है। जुल्म हुए कितने उस पर, सीने पर रखा पत्थर, लब पर फिर भी जारी था ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, हस्बी रब्बी जल्लल्लाह, मा फी क़ल्बी ग़ैरुल्लाह, नूर मुहम्मद सल्लल्लाह, ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह, मुहम्मदुर रसूलुल्लाह.
Subhanallah, absolutely beautiful, Aisha. Absolutely beautiful. I think you've got our hearts pounding in that beautiful remembrance of our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam. Absolutely precious and beautiful. I wanted you to go on and on and on. It's absolutely beautiful, mashallah. So Urdu being one of your favorite languages to recite in, but you've been doing quite a bit of work from 8 years old to now. Tell us a little bit more about that journey and then the decision to eventually go into the 12 languages that you actually know.
Um, so like when we started singing Asubuhu Bada Men, we
Yes.
got a lot of support from people, from not only people in India, actually people in Bangladesh, Pakistan, Indonesia, and that really motivated us and supported us. So like they used to suggest songs from their language. So like the Indonesian people suggested Indonesian songs,
Yeah.
and I used to get like Bangla songs. So like we tried all those languages and we posted them, and we got a lot of help from my dad's colleagues
Oh,
who in Bangladesh. So like yeah, I have also sang in Turkish,
okay,
and
lovely.
yeah, so Turkish was also a suggestion from a person we met on Facebook.
Okay, do
So
we want to give it a try now?
sure, Turkish.
Yes, so what are we going to be listening to in Turkish while you're preparing? Which one are we going to be listening to?
So we'll be singing Aşk için.
Ooh, Aşk İşkın. I definitely can't do Turkish. What? Okay, what is it? Do you know what it means, Aisha?
It's praising Allah. That's what I know. I don't know exactly what each and every line mean, but
Yeah,
like it's God.
Alhamdulillah. Let's take a listen to it. So we're chatting to Sister Ayisha Abdul Basith all the way in the UAE. Go onto YouTube and follow her. It is Aisha Aisha Abdul Basith Basith with 1.6 million subscribers. Ready, Aisha?
Yeah, sure. One second. Aşk için gelmişiz biz bu cihana, dostu sevmektir bizim işimiz. Aşk için gelmişiz biz bu cihana, dostu sevmektir bizim işimiz. Allah'dır her bir zerremiz, ayar görenden bize ne, ayar görenden bize ne. Yer gök seslenir her dem Allah, benlikten gecenin yarıdır Allah.
Subhanallah, absolutely beautiful. It's so amazing, Aisha. Sometimes we don't understand the language, but its content, it goes straight to the heart. And so I'm most certain that many that are tuned in right now could absolutely feel that connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in those really, really sweet verses, mashallah. What I have noticed, Aisha, is that uh, with the different languages, your voice actually changes. Is there a lot of training involved in preparation of these art pieces?
I've gone to Western vocal
Okay.
classes, so that had helped me a lot while singing songs. Like I don't know how to explain
Is
actually.
it is it a, is it a vocal school for vocal
uh,
training?
online coaching. So
Okay.
yeah, she's a teacher, an Indian teacher.
Oh, lovely. So we're shouting out to that teacher for absolutely grooming Aisha into what is really, really beautiful recitations. Mashallah. Sister Aisha, I do think we are due to take a break and we'll be back soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Eat, Pray, Love on Voice of the Cape 91.3 FM. And it's been an absolute delight. We are spending the afternoon with Sister Ayisha Abdul Basith all the way in UAE. She is a nasheed vocalist, mashallah, starting from a very, very young age, influenced by the love of music and nasheed by her family, her mom and her dad, mashallah. And just before the break, we got to listen to Sister Aisha render some of that in both Urdu and Turkish, which was quite, quite delightful. Sister Aisha, just for those that are tuned in, there are so many things that one could be interested in, especially when you are really young, and there are so many influences, and even in the UAE, you're surrounded by a variety of people from all over the world, but you have this really strong love for nasheed, the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and the love of our Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. What keeps you grounded in that love and keeps you expressing it via nasheed?
Um, the specialty about nasheed is that when I listen to nasheeds, it indirectly connects me with God. It's like having a indirect conversation with God. It's like when this situation where you sit on your salah mat and then you close your eyes. That feel that you get. It's like a special kind of thing that it makes our
Connect
soul
with Allah.
peaceful.
Yes.
So when I sing nasheeds, it gives me this strong feel for my soul. It makes me really peaceful and all my worries are gone. So I just love singing nasheeds for that one reason. And yeah, yeah, that's like one.
Alhamdulillah. So, how much of your actual time goes into training and reciting nasheed? Because obviously, there's the preparation of the actual nasheed videos that you actually pin up. But are you reciting nasheed on a daily basis? Is this a pastime for, like a hobby for you and the family to do, like as in a social manner? Or is it something that you have a specific time for training, and for specific time for actually producing?
Um, we usually work on nasheeds on Fridays. So I can't actually sing during the weekdays because I have school. I'm a 10th grader. So I'm having my boards this year. So I'm more engaged in studies. So we're planning to take a small break in between. So but usually we record our songs on Fridays,
Uh-huh.
Fridays, Saturdays, Thursdays, or like on weekends because Friday's a day off for us.
Alhamdulillah. So Aisha, also in terms of being an influencer, which has become really popular here in South Africa, we've got so many influencers on IG, on Facebook, on YouTube, and now TikTok. For yourself, also being based in the UAE, are people noticing and recognizing you in public when you're out with your family?
Well, since I'm wearing the mask, I don't think they recognize me very much. Like,
Yeah.
last year when when I was not wearing the mask, I used to get some people come over me and then say, like, "Oh my God, you are the kid who sings on social media," and then I was like, "Yeah."
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. So, just in the break, you mentioned that you also recite in Indonesian. And so you're going to let us take a little bit of a listen to an Indonesian rendition.
Sure.
So, what you're going to be doing in Indonesian for us?
I'm going to recite an Indonesian nasheed by Nisa Sabian.
Yeah, we know Sibian quite well. She's also quite loved here on this side of the world, mashallah.
Yeah. So the song is Maulana. You must
Oh,
know.
we love it. We love it. We definitely love it. One of our favorites.
Yeah. So
Bismillah.
dengan kasih-Mu ya Rabbi, berkahi hidup ini. Dengan cinta-Mu ya Rabbi, damaikan mati ini. Saat salahku melangkah, gelap hati penuh dosa, beriku jalan berarah, temuimu di syurga. Terima sembah sujudku, terimalah doaku. Terima sembah sujudku, izinkan ku bertaubat. Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'al du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'al du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'al du'ana. Maulana ya Maulana, ya sami'al du'ana.
MashaAllah, really, really beautiful, Sister Aisha. That's really beautiful. You have like the sweetest voice, MashaAllah. Beloved Aisha, for those that are actually tuned in and listening to us, I know that we've just entering into a Shaban, and it's soon going to be Ramadan. And I know that many of your works is so appealing not only to the younger generation but also to the older generation. Have you got anything planned for the month of Ramadan?
We are planning for a nasheed, which is personally one of my favorites that we have ever done. So it is called Cameroon. So it's an Arabic nasheed, and yeah,
Okay,
and
so
then we are planning for an animated thing. It's like it's a YouTube channel. So like I'm getting myself animated, and it's for the younger generations. It will be having rhymes, stories, and yeah, it's like an entertaining kind of thing.
that sounds absolutely fun. That sounds absolutely fun having yourself animated. Is it quite a process? Have you been able to see any of the preparation as yet of that?
Um, well, yeah, it's been like 4 months since we have usually I sing a song and then I send the my song to them to the company, and then they get me animated, and then I tell them the story thing, like what should be happening in the video.
Yeah,
So like, yeah, that's the process. It actually takes a lot of time because you need all the emotions and stuff, and I mean, you have to draw all those emotions and stuff, and it
yeah.
takes a long time, right? So it's
I,
been like,
Yeah, I think it's absolutely cool though, because it's something so different, but something that's really needed. Because I do think with everything being online these days, there needs to be a lot of information and education available online for the younger generation to access and also learn in an enjoyable manner. I think that when it's more graphic, and even in terms of nasheed itself, I think you learn so much more when you're able to feel it and enjoy it. So we're very excited about that. Is that going to be releasing in Ramadan?
yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. And will we get a notification from YouTube on the same page, which is Ayisha Abdul Basith?
Yeah, inshallah.
Inshallah. So we're chatting to Ayisha Abdul Basith all the way in the UAE. If you tuned in earlier on, you will have heard me open the show with Tasbih by Ayisha Abdul Basith. We've also been enjoying her company, getting to know her a bit better, listening to her recite in so many different languages. And now we are going to ask her to give us a bit of that Cameroon that is going to be launching in Ramadan. Cameroon is one of Cape Town's favorite nasheeds. I think we previously have had Brother Mustafa Atif. I don't know if you know him, Aisha, but he's been to South Africa about 2 years back, and he birthday came Cameroon that really, really stole our hearts. But I think anything about our beloved Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam steals our hearts. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, Bismillah.
قمرون قمرون قمر سيدنا النبي قمرون وجميل وجميل وجميل سيدنا النبي وجميل وكف المصطفى كالورد ينادي الله
Allah,
الله
Allah.
وعطرها يبقى إذا مست أيادي الله الله وكف المصطفى كالورد ينادي الله الله وعطرها يبقى إذا مست أيادي الله الله وعم نوالها كل العباد وعم نوالها كل العباد وعم نوالها كل العباد حبيب الله يا خير البراء يا قمرون قمرون قمر سيدنا النبي قمرون وجميل وجميل وجميل سيدنا النبي وجميل.
Subhanallah, absolutely beautiful. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Sister Aisha, it's been so delightful spending this afternoon with you, getting to know you, listening to all of these beautiful nasheeds, and really, really admiring you so much, MashaAllah. Very young lady with a heart that really, really, really is in the direction of the remembrance of our beloved and of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sister Aisha, just for just asking, do you plan also in the future of creating some of your own nasheed?
Inshallah, that's like one of my biggest dreams. You know, be a musician and make music to fill people's hearts with happiness and peace. It's like one of my main goals in life.
Subhanallah.
Allah, I'm looking forward to it.
May Allah accept. May Allah grant you His love and the love of those who love Him. Allah grant you the love of everything that brings you closest to Him. And may He continue to gift you on this path and open ways of new nasheed and new audiences that will bring so many more closest to Him. I want to say shukran to you, Aisha. I want to say shukran to your dad, Abdul Basit, and the rest of your family. I want to do a big shout out to everybody in the UAE. We know that many of them are actually tuned into Voice of the Cape, believe it or not. We have an Alhamdulillah, an international audience on Voice of the Cape. And we look forward to continuing to enjoy your tracks right here on Voice of the Cape.
Thank you so much, Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for having me here. It's been a while since I've done an interview.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Aisha, we'd love to catch up with you again sometime in the future. And we just ask that you please keep us in your du'as, your brothers and sisters this side of the world. And we'll continue to make du'a for you and also all of the success with your boards. May Allah guide your pen and make it a great success, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Okay, for those that are tuned in, Aisha, how may they follow you? How may they subscribe? How may they go and visit and see all of those tracks?
They can type Ayisha Abdul Basith.
Okay, so it's Ayisha Abdul Basith on YouTube. It's on Twitter, Spotify, Instagram. And so you need to just go online and follow Ayisha Abdul Basith. That is Aisha for Aisha, Abdul Abdul, and Basith Basith. Yes, it's been absolutely awesome spending this afternoon with Sister Aisha. Is there something else you're wanting to add, Aisha?
Yeah, it's my spelling is actually AYI.
AYI.
Yeah.
Okay, Mav, sorry, then spell it for us, please.
1 second, I'll type it out.
Okay, so it's AY. Let's see. She's going to type it out for me. Okay, so it's Ayisha. Ayisha. Get onto Google, people. Go into YouTube. Go onto your IG, your Facebook, and Spotify, as well as Twitter. It's Ayisha. Abdul Abdul and Basit Basith. Absolutely awesome, Aisha. We look forward to chatting to you again soon. May Allah bless you and the entire family.
Inshallah. Same
As-
here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum assalam wa